Hi everyone, it's Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. I've been gone for a while and I'm really happy to be back. I've missed everyone so much. All right, so this is my first fall video of the year. I'm a little behind, but I've got some Dollar Tree pumpkin DIYs for you and we're gonna shabby them up. So I'm using this color called Vintage Lace. It's really pretty and it's by Fusion. But, any creamy white color. I'm just trying to give them really just a base coat. This isn't going to be the final color. And then after that, I am going to pull out some clay molds and play around with those. So I've got several different ones here. I'm just using the air dry clay from Crayola, and it works fine. Now, I think on one of these leaves, I may have made it a little bit too thick. I've had some cracking. And you know what? I was able to fill in, you'll see on one of them on the cracks with some clay, but it's okay. They, in my opinion, still turned out okay. This is shabby and old and, I was okay with it. So anyway, I'm just going to use some wood glue and attach these leaves to this little cute pumpkin. And again, all the pumpkins in this video came from the Dollar Tree last year. Actually, I'm really proud of myself. For all my fall stuff that I'm working on, I have not shopped at all. I'm just using what I have, which always feels good. So let me apologize for the lighting. I'm in the middle of redoing my studio, trying to get it organized and all that. So I'm in a temporary space. And the lighting, I do apologize. I did get a nice light, and when I have that on, it seems to works pretty well. But I kept forgetting to turn it on, so I do apologize for that. So please bear with me while I'm in my temporary situation. All right. So here's another clay mold I'm putting on. As you can see, that little kind of tear there, I did fill in with some clay. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing around with the clay and putting it, on these pumpkins where I think it looks good. And then you're gonna I let them dry for 2 days. So you want them to be nice and dry. So I just worked on other stuff while these were drying, and they were a lot of fun to do. I liked playing around with the clay. For sure. All right. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Mary Beth, and I'm super happy that you are here. I love to do all different sorts of DIYs, different styles. I love shabby chic, rustic, farmhouse, thrift flips are probably my favorite thing to do. I like to do Dollar Tree DIYs also. And so if you're interested in any of that, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. And again, I apologize for my missing in action. It has been a few months since I've posted, so this is crazy. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but life, family, work, it all just, adds up, and trying to, oh gosh, get organized, redo this art studio. It's just been a lot. And so I do apologize for that. So yeah, but I'm back and I missed everybody so much. Okay. And again, the lighting, I know it's bad. So if you have any comments telling me how terrible of a crafter I am and how bad my lighting is, all comments are appreciated, but I'm just saying, I'm already telling you it's bad. I'm just being sarcastic. Sorry. I've had some negative comments on my video back in June, and sometimes those hit you really wrong. You can get 99.9% are amazing comments because you guys are amazing and I love you all and you make me so happy. And then you get like a terrible comment and it's like, man, You have no idea what goes on in providing free content to people. This is not my career. I actually have to work full time and I have a family. I'm a wife and a mother and a grandmother, and so I do the best I can because it honestly takes hours and hours. You think about all the footage of just filming the DIY alone, going through the footage, cutting, speeding up, doing everything you have to do. The editing process takes hours and hours. And then by the time you get a video, 15-minute video up, it's taking you days. You know what I mean? And so I love doing it. I do it because I love to do it. And I love meeting people, my crafty friends here that are so sweet and leave me sweet comments and are great. My crafty YouTube friends. And that's why I do it. And I like to provide any inspiration possible. I'm just saying every once in a while you get just a really cruel comment. And, I should never let them get to me. But sometimes, when they do. And that one I think really did. And so again, I am sorry I've been away for a long time. But I'm back now. All right, so I am using some fun colors here. This color is by Fusion called Liberty. That Monet Garden is that green color by DIY Paint Company. And then I believe I used, Old School by DIY Paint Company is like the bluish grayish color. And now I'm taking a product, it's a liquid patina called Dark and Decrepit by DIY Paint Company, and I'm just going to go over the entire pumpkin everywhere, and it will also seal your project, but obviously it's a patina, and it gives it that cool look. It's a dark patina. I am going to take a paintbrush as well and kind of get into all the little nooks and crannies, if you will, and do all that. And then I'm going to do this on all three pumpkins, and then I'm going to use this, I don't even know what it's called. It's like a rub stuff. I have a gold color, a champagne color, and I actually have like a bluish color that I'll use in the next DIY. But you just rub it on and kind of wipe it off, and it's really pretty. But we're still on the Dark and Decrepit liquid patina. Like I said, I'm just kind of showing you what it looks like. So it really makes a difference if you're going for that darker look, like I am. You wouldn't have to do this. You could white wax it. That'd be really pretty too. It would brighten it up more, or just seal it with whatever. Okay, so this is the gold, what I was talking about. And you just basically rub it on, and you can blend it in, and I just think it's so cool. So this color is the gold color that I'm using right now. It's so pretty. And so I went over the beads and of course the leaves, and then I went back and I went in areas in between the beads too, like on the actual pumpkin part. And I think it turned out really super, super pretty. And it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is a Dollar Tree pumpkin. I mean, it's crazy to me, right? It does not look like a Dollar Tree pumpkin. My son and daughter-in-law, my grandbabies, came over, what was it, Friday night. And they went to a haunted house, and I watched the younger babies because, they were too young. Anyway, I was showing it, and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, these were Dollar Tree pumpkins. They're like, nuh-uh. And I'm like, yeah, they were. So you can totally shock people. That's what I love to do. Let's shock them with what we make. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm going in between as well, and just anywhere I feel like it'll look good, And I did do the stem also, and this color, by the way, that I'm using right now is called Champagne, or Champagne Ice maybe. And these three things I got, I believe I picked them up a long time ago from Hobby Lobby, this rub stuff. Sorry that I don't really know for sure, but I think it was Hobby Lobby. Well, there they go. There's those three. I think they look really cute. That chair, by the way, is on a previous video. I redid a chair. But I think those turned out so pretty. What do you think? All right, moving on to DIY number 2. Again, Dollar Tree pumpkins from last year. And I'm going to start off again using just this, as a base coat, this creamy white color called Victorian Lace. And I'm just going to paint these pumpkins. I had to do probably about 2.5 coats because I needed to make sure that the letter got covered up and everything in the middle. But yeah, I do this to all 3 pumpkins. And then after that, what do I do after that? Oh, yeah. I'm going to use some of these IOD transfers. And they are so pretty. And these are, I think it's from like the seed packet, or I can't remember. But anyway, look, they're so easy to do. So they fit perfectly in like that middle upper piece of the pumpkin. I don't know what to call it. And yeah, so I used 3 different transfers, and I think they fit really nicely. And that's how we started this. And a lot of times I just get going and I don't know exactly where I'm going. I know a lot of people that would drive them crazy because they plan the whole thing out. I usually have an idea, but a lot of times I just run with it, right? So that's just how I am. Anyway, so at this point, I'm like, ooh, these look neat. Ooh, I like them. I like them. And I really didn't know at that point what I was going to do, but you'll see what I did. So there they are. I think they look pretty. And then I decided on this first one, I'm going to use this beautiful color by DIY Paint Company. And it kind of looks like, it's like a periwinkle color. And yeah, it's super pretty. Anyway, I get all my DIY paints from Sammy at Unicorn Dust Designs. So if I'm sure you're familiar with her, she has a YouTube channel. If not, go check her out. Also, it's, you know, you can go to her website, Unicorn Dust Designs, and yeah, she sells all the DIY stuff, DIY Paint Company stuff, the brushes, the waxes, the paints, the patinas, you know, all the fun stuff. So as a matter of fact, I just got an order in with a lot more colors. So I'm excited to start using some of those. All right. Okay, so this one I painted kind of in this mustardy yellow color. That was by Fusion. I think it's called mustard yellow, actually. And then I'm taking that champagne rub stuff again, and I'm going to rub all along the stem. And I'm going to end up rubbing around the side. It kind of bevels in a little bit, but I do that later, and you'll see that. All right, so we're going to take some beads. We're going to dress this up a little bit. We're going to put some beads around it. And then you're going to see with the shorter pumpkin, the fatter one, I guess the whiter, I should say, whiter one, I don't paint it any other color, just kept it the Victorian lace and just used the champagne rubbing stuff, and I think that one turned out beautiful. So they were kept somewhat simple, at least the white one was. On these, I will embellish and put, you know, a little bit of lace, I think a little bit of drop cloth and stuff like that. But yeah, I think they turned out really super pretty. Okay, so that's how this first one turned out. For the bluish one, there's that white flower at your top left hand of corner. And I made that a long time ago. I made a bunch of Shabby Chic flowers, and I kept wanting to use it. I just wanted to use it so bad. In the end, I did not use it. I think it's because, like, if I would have put it at the top, you wouldn't have been able to tell it's a pumpkin, and I don't know. I'll have to use it for something else. But I'm just going to take this pretty white lace and make a bow, and I'm just going to hot glue those pearls so they're just dangling down. And that's about all I do with that one. Now, actually with this one, remember I was saying I have the gold and the champagne colors of that rub shimmer stuff. Well, I also have a blue one, and so that's what I used on this one. It turned out really pretty. You'll see here in a moment. I'll pull it out and show you how I kind of just, I guess, kind of distressed it. I used it around the edges, and yeah, not really distressed it, but in the same spots that we would normally distress something is what I'm trying to say. But look how cute that is with the white lace bow. Oh, I just think it turned out precious. I think this might be my favorite one. And then I think the simple one with not much on it is my second favorite of these three anyway. Yeah, I see. I kept wanting to use the flower. It didn't work out. All right. So for the last one, this is so easy. I kept it literally so simple. Took that champagne color again, and that's all I did. I just went around. I did the stem up there, and I did the sides, and just went around where I thought it would look good. And yeah, that's all I did with this one. And I think it turned out really pretty. I didn't put any other embellishments, although you could. But I don't know. I just thought this one turned out super cute and it's simple. So yeah, if you don't like the embellishments, even simple like this looks really good, So either way. And I like that I left this one white. I don't know. I really like this one a lot. There it is. There I'm showing you I used the champagne also on the sides. Now I'm going to use this blue sparkly shimmer, I guess, color. And the name of this paint, the one that's the periwinkle color, is called Water Lilies. It's so pretty. And so, yeah, now you can see I'm using this blue shimmer. And I just think it's so pretty. So there you go. Yeah. That's what I did for those three. I took 3 simple wooden pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. And again, they just don't look like they came from the Dollar Tree. We shabbied them up and I love them. So I hope you love them too. There you go. Look how pretty. And super simple and fun to do. So here you are. They look good. There's some DIYs from last year. Yeah, you have to let me know which one is your favorite. Okay, for the final DIY, this one's really simple, but I got these cookie cutters, I believe from Hobby Lobby, when they were probably 50% off last year or something. And we're going to pull the clay out again. And so I'm going to use, there's 3 sizes of the pumpkin. I think I just used the largest and maybe the smallest or middle. I can't remember. Anyway, so I make a few pumpkins, and I did use the acorn, but in the end, it kind of looked like a bell, which I guess for Christmas time, that'd work out perfectly. But I didn't use it. I ended up not using it for this because it just, I don't know. To me, it didn't look like an acorn. So I didn't use it, but you'll see it here. Anyway, oh, there goes the light. I finally turned the light on. See what I mean? I'm not used to it. So I'm trying to get used to this temporary setup. So I'm just going to use some stamps. Look at that. Stamp it right into the clay and then take your cookie cutter or whatever you're going to use and cut it out. And it's as simple as that. And then once I do that, I did a few more. And then I let these sit out for a good day and a half. I can't remember exactly, but you want them to be really dry. Oh, but what I do, okay, I'll roll out a little bit more. Here's some music notes. I'm going to make a pumpkin with music notes. But after I cut all of these out, before I set them off to dry, there's the acorn. It looks like a bell. I need to use that for Christmas time. Anyways, I'm all over the place. I took a skewer and I just poked a hole in the top because I knew I wanted to make these more like ornaments. So you'll see me do that. But yeah, it's like cutting out cookie dough, right? There you go. And now there we are. I'm taking this little skewer and I'm just going to go through and make a hole so that I can fit some twine or whatever, you know, through the holes. Here we go. And then I'm going to let them dry. And then when I come back, I am going to take, this is one of the new colors I got. It's called Summer Crush. And I just diluted it with water. And you got to be careful because that's going to soften that clay back up, right? So that's what I did there. You don't want to soften it up too much because it's going to get rid of your imprint of your stamp. And so I just basically dyed it with this pretty color, like an orangey color. And then I'm going to take some twine and tie it at the top there. And then we're just going to shabby these up a little bit. Take some really sheer ribbon. And I'm going to take some beads. And yeah, we're just going to decorate them up a little bit. That's what it looks like with just the twine, which you could leave it like that too. It's really cute. But I have to add pearls, either lace or ribbons or something. So I'm just going to stick those pearls in there, and I'm going to tie the ribbon around and secure it. And there you go. I'll show you on the next one how I did that a little bit better. But ooh, I think that's so pretty. So yeah, for this one, so I'm gonna get my beads ready, and then I'm gonna get my ribbon ready, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm sticking the bead through the hole that's made with the twine, and then I'm wrapping the ribbon around it all and knotting it and tying it and making a bow, and that'll just kind of secure those beads in there too so that they don't fall out, you know. Yeah, that's how I did it anyway. You could probably put a little dab of hot glue in there too if you needed to. But these are so pretty. They're just so simple, so cute. And you know what? Now I want to make a bunch of Christmas ornaments with clay. You know what I mean? Just use all your Christmas cookie cutters. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that for sure and paint them. My grandbabies would love to do that. I think they would be so cute. So here they are. I just put them, I hung some on a couple of the pumpkins there and put the bigger one down there. And they just turned out so pretty. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And please give me a thumbs up. And I will talk to everybody soon. Thank you again. Bye-bye.